back. Today's video is going to be a little short, but I just wanted to give you guys more details about the Tesla that I got about over a month ago now. Yeah, so let's get into it. All right, guys. So I actually have my car in a parking garage at my apartment complex. So it was very dark in there, so I just kind of came right next door. I live very close to the beach, and it is snowing today. I don't know if the video is gonna pick it up, but yeah, it's looking pretty snowy. And you guys, I'm from Texas, so my Texas people know that we don't see snow, and if we see snow, it's ice. It's not like this, so this is very pretty for me. Okay, so pros I'm gonna start with first. Genuinely, the Model Y is very roomy, you guys. I mean, to me, very roomy, very comfortable. I don't feel like I'm tight in a little space. I recently got into a small car and I totally got claustrophobia because I was like, wow, no space in here. But this is very nice. Just everything feels so luxurious. It is very minimalistic. So you guys have to excuse me because since it's been snowing, we have, it's kind of dirty down there. I got to wash all that. But yeah, it's just genuinely very modern looking. So if you're somebody who prefers, having all the gadgets on the side, this might not be for you. And I'm not gonna lie, at first, when I saw the car, I was like, wow, okay, where's all the buttons, Putting on the wide angle so there's like a better view here. But yeah, if you look at the dashboard, it's very empty. It's literally just the screen. So when I first got into it, honestly, I didn't really know much about it. But my husband's the one that knew. And I was like, wow, is this it? Where's everything else? But I mean, honestly, I've grown to like it. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we have so much clutter in our lives that just something sleek like this is really helpful. Another pro I think is very much obvious, but we are not spending money on gas, okay? And I don't know where you guys are living, but we live in Connecticut and prices for gas are insane, genuinely insane. So this has really helped us cut a lot of costs. And by the way, we actually got this on a referral from a friend. I'm going to be putting my referral down below in the link. If you guys decide you want to get a Tesla, I recommend that you guys get it from my referral because Tesla ends up doing a lot of free things for you guys. For example, when we got the referral, we got the referral with 6 months of free supercharging. So that has really helped us a lot. We've been able to supercharge at a ton of places super quick and it's free. Now for this portion, I don't really take advantage of, but the Model Y genuinely has very good performance. The way it rides, it's so smooth and it goes fast. Okay, personally, I don't use that, but my husband, a little bit more of a crazy driver than I am, and he definitely takes advantage of it. It's so smooth, quick, and it's just so sleek. And for lack of a better word, this car is just very sexy. It just gives sexy vibes, okay? Another pro, you guys, is I would really just say the Tesla app. The Tesla app is just so freaking convenient. I know there's so many cars out there these days who now have access to turning on everything with your app and but days like this where it looks like this insane freeze. I mean, I just go on through my app. I'll put the little screenshot here, but I just go in, defrost the car. And it's so weird, but again, I know so many cars have this feature now, but it's just so freaking convenient to be able to, especially if you're like me, you're not used to the cold. Like I said, I'm from Texas. I am a hot person, okay? So just being able to make sure that my car is already gonna be nice and toasty by the time I get out and I'm gonna go run my errands like today. I genuinely have nothing to do, but just gonna go to the mall and do stuff. But yeah, I just not even worried because I'm okay, I'll just be warm and toasty in my car. It's gonna be nice and ready for me for when I get there. Okay, let's get into some cons. It very pricey, okay? So we ended up getting the performance model, okay? Performance model is not cheap, you guys. Ask me how much it was. I don't know. I just know it was expensive. I don't know. Ask my husband about that. But it was expensive, okay? And that's not a brag at all, because I don't like bragging about paying a lot of things for cars. But I genuinely think that it is worth it. And I do feel like electric cars and all that is definitely going to be the future. I mean, we're already living it now, and just the way that things are changing, you know? So yeah, if you're gonna get a Model Y or just a Tesla in general, just be prepared to spend the money, because it's pricey, okay? Okay, another con, which not so much a con for everybody, but currently it is for us, is the fact that, like I mentioned, we're in Connecticut. We're currently living in apartments. We are not back home in Texas where our house is. So if we were back in Texas, we could just install the charger at our house and charge at home. But since we are currently in apartments, you know, we don't have a Tesla charger. We actually do have an electric charger there at our apartments, but since we have the 6 months of free supercharging, we are going to be using like the actual Tesla chargers that are like at malls, at stops, all of that. So that can be a con if you're living in apartments and you have a Tesla, just because you won't just be able to like chill at home and charge it. You know, you have to go. It's not so bad, honestly, though, because right now, you know, like let's say I'm running errands and I'm running low. I'll stop by the mall. I'll do the supercharge. And I mean, you guys know you can watch Netflix. You can use the internet. You have all access onto the screen. So what I do, and it takes about 40 minutes for us to charge. So I plug in and I put on an episode of whatever I'm watching on Netflix at the moment. And honestly, the time flies by. So again, not such a huge con. Another con, and this is going to be the last one because I wanted to make it a quick little video, is not necessarily a con for my Tesla, but just for Teslas in general. I kind of hate the fact that it's hard to get one. Like, you have to wait, especially for someone like me who is very impulsive a lot of the time. I have a lot of anxiety, and like I have to do things like now, because if I'm like putting it off or waiting, I just get more anxiety about it. So for example, we honestly didn't take too long. I think we did the application within like 2.5 weeks. We were able to get one, a Model Y, but just because of the fact that like you have to find the closest dealership to you, and we actually had to drive about 1.5 hours out from where we live. We do have a Tesla here, but apparently that Tesla location is only for like repairs. They don't really sell you a Tesla. So I guess it's just annoying that you have to wait the process. I guess just because I'm very used to, not that I've gotten like a million cars, but I guess I'm just so used to the model of like wanting a car, going to the dealership, being like, this is what I want, spending 5 million years there, and then finally getting the car, right? This one, it's just like a longer wait period because you have to wait for it to be online. Lastly, this is kind of a pro and a con. And if you have a Tesla, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a little weird because I'm not sure how I feel about it, but the process of getting your Tesla is just very like, it's not personable at all. I know I mentioned it in the first video, like when you show up, you literally check in on the app, then you go inside, sign papers, and then they're like, okay, bye. Like it's very transactional, very quick. It's just like in and out. Just to expand on that from my first video, I am very much the kind of person who doesn't really like to talk to other people. My husband's the opposite. So anytime we're in situations like that, like I let him do the talking. I'm just a very anxious and like shy person. But in cases like this, when you are getting a new car, like, I expect there to be more communication. Don't get me wrong, like, all of the employees are very, very nice, but it's just very like, here you go, bye, leave. It's not personable at all. Like, it just genuinely feels like they don't even want you there. Like, please get out. Which again, I get it. So yeah, I have been trying my best to learn everything on the screen. It took me a while to figure out how to like turn on the blinkers, because it's like in a button way instead of like just flipping up. And then just yesterday I was like, how do I turn on the emergency lights if I need to? And they're up here, and I don't know why I didn't realize to look up there. But if you get a Tesla, you need to be prepared to be watching a lot of tutorials, because you just don't know, you know. We're first-time Tesla owners, so I find myself all the time Googling, like, how do I do this on the car? How do I do this? How do I do this? But yeah, I just feel like once I'm more used to it, I'm going to get the hang of it. I've only had it for about a month and a half, like not that long. So yeah, so far I've honestly really liked the experience. I'm supposed to be getting some Tesla goodies sent to me pretty soon, so I want to show you guys a video of that too, and just explore some more with the Tesla. I am back home, but I totally forgot to add this in, so I'm just inserting this clip. I get a lot of questions on the battery life, like how good it is, how long it lasts, how many days. So my battery lasts days. Reason why that happens is because I just go to work, go home, and then chill for days, because I have a part-time job, so I really do not have like a really set schedule. And I will, yeah, like if it's lasted me days before. My husband goes on work trips, and when he's gone on work trips, like sometimes he'll go on work trips and I haven't even charged the car in days because it lasts me that long. Obviously, if you're using it constantly, then of course your charge is not gonna last. And this also kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about not having the charger at home. If you are somebody who is constantly using the car like a bunch, and you need to be charging it frequently, then of course I feel like having the charger at home is going to be a lot more beneficial for you. In my case, like I said, since I'm in apartments and I really don't even need to charge that much, I'm fine. But all right, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope it was quick and informative for you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.